Steelers have played against Henry in the past, we shut him down. But this year, Henry has definitely shown why he's the king. Uh,
Yo,
no. I'm sorry, me.
he's
I know y'all just seen that. No.
I didn't, what I missed.
We don't waste beer.
No.
Yo,
I've seen that, but he's
I know y'all just
see
seen that. I know y'all just seen that.
I seen it. It's spilled on the porch. Shout out Bud Light.
See you they know. My nigga, I started it.
The one and only D Majors. Got my co-host in the building, Big Sheen, Rose. Jay, what's happening?
What up?
Yes, sir. We got a special guest in the building, Dimitri, also known as Meech. How you feeling, my brother?
Man, we're feeling all right, except for this evening. I watched my Pittsburgh Steelers go down. I watched my Pittsburgh Steelers go down the way they did, man. I had faith. I had high hopes from a former Super Bowl quarterback to carry this team. And that didn't happen this season. So, feeling pretty down. But other than that, I'm excited to be here. I've heard a lot of great things about the start of this podcast, and I'm looking forward to listening to y'all boys. For real?
That Super Bowl. Yes. He wasn't even the MVP.
It wasn't Wilson?
Yes, no, it was Bobby Wagner who was the MVP.
Okay. This man's still living 12 years ago, bro.
He a Gators fan.
You don't have a time machine.
He a Gators fan.
No, for real.
Let's go.
When the last time y'all won a national championship?
Don't worry about that. Well, actually, last year in track. Now kiss my ass. Last year in track. Ha.
Man, get up on out of here. Well, let's go ahead and get to it. Meech, I know you a Steelers fan, and the Steelers just lost to the Baltimore Ravens 28-14. I know you got thoughts about this game, so talk to us. You being a Steelers fan, how you felt this season and how leading up to this game, what was your thoughts about the Steelers losing and how y'all were unable to perform against Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens?
Yes. Well, I've been a Steelers fan for years, ever since my godfather played for him back in the 80s. So when I found that out as a kid, I was like, dang, I'm going to just be a fan. And I've loved it since. Watching the Steelers this year, I was impressed at first when we started off at 10-3. That's probably the best start that we've had since the 2020 season when we went 11-0. And then we lost our last 5 games. I'm sorry. We lost we were 1-5, excuse me, in our last 5 games. To be honest, I was shocked at first because the way we played against a full, healthy Ravens team earlier in the season and beat them. Who wasn't healthy? Okay. Earlier in the season. I thought we was pretty good. We shut down Lamar Jackson. King Henry had some pretty good runs, but it wasn't enough to beat us the first time. The second time, it was just turnovers, and we didn't have much fight when we played them, and then we lost by 17. And I thought that since this is like the possible chance that we could have our first win in the playoff games since 2016, if I'm not mistaken, I thought we would be able to go 2017.
I was senior in high school when that happened.
I thought we were able to go to Baltimore, be the underdogs. Everybody sleep on us and come out with the dub, since Lamar has had not the greatest record in the playoffs, but I thought the Steelers were able to get it done.
You're talking about the MVP?
Yeah,
MVP. The MVP.
So hold on. You finally don't admit. You don't admit.
Is he finally giving in? Is he finally giving in? Is he finally giving in?
Lamar Jackson is definitely a true quarterback. He's
no, I ain't asked that. He is the best in the world at what he do.
I never said he wasn't going to be.
No. You ain't to beat around this bush. He is the best at what he does. He's the best in the world.
He's the best at what he does
in the world
until he beats Mahomes and gets
and also, Meech, I kind of want to ask you this.
Fan answer right there. That is
Meech, I kind of want to ask you this question as well. You being a Steelers fan, you talked to me in the past about y'all been able to contain Derrick Henry. Excuse me. Derrick Henry
Talking about the
had
game.
26 carries, 186 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Damn.
You know, what was the lack of ability on defense for y'all to stop, unable to stop Derrick Henry tonight? You know, what was that about?
It
Well, you
sounds
have to
like
understand the Steelers is known mainly for their defense. Even when we beat the Cardinals when I was a kid in the Super Bowl, we were mainly known for our defense. Like
I'm
it,
living back in time.
defense has just been phenomenal.
Man, shut
But
up. That's the
but
same
after
time the Florida Gators won. Hush. Don't do that.
Actually, it wasn't. It was 4 years prior. So you can shut up too.
That's
But
even
after
worse,
a
man.
while,
That's
I just
even
think the
worse.
Steelers had lost their identity on defense. They just haven't had that dog in them. They don't have that grit. You know, there's no more James Harrisons or Troy Polamalu's anymore to really step up and
Ryan Clark.
lead this defense. I mean, yeah, we got T.J. Watt, but like as you can see, he's been mediocre the last 7 games. And so I just feel like we lost our identity. The Ravens have got a well built team. And as the Steelers have played against Henry in the past, you know, we shut him down. But this year, you know, Henry has definitely shown why he's the
It's
king.
still on the
Yo,
Uh,
hold on. Yo, where's
it's
the
still,
go? Well,
it's
no,
still
no,
on the
no.
board.
I'm sorry, me.
he's
Yo, I know y'all just seen that. No, 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 no.
I
He
didn't
out of
what
pocket.
I
That
missed.
was
We
out of
don't waste
no,
beer.
no,
We don't
no,
waste
no.
beer.
I
Yo,
seen that,
It's
but he
I know y'all
I
wilding.
didn't
just
see
seen
that.
that. I know y'all just seen
I
that.
it's
seen it.
spilled.
I seen it.
It's spilled on the pour.
Nah, you
Shout
leave it
out
to
Bush
Jay.
Light.
He'll do some shit like that.
Shout
But
out Bush Light.
But
Go, my
Drink
Meach, I
up
bad,
to
want to
B.
ask
that.
you, Meach,
My
I want to
bad,
ask you
B.
this question as well.
Can we
How you
edit that
feeling?
out?
How
Can
you
we
feeling
edit that
about
part out?
Russell Wilson as a quarterback?
Can we
He gotta
cut that
go.
part
He
out?
gotta go. Listen, he had me hyped at first because I thought it was just the Broncos. I thought after he threw that interception against the Patriots in the Super Bowl,
Why
that
you
it
gotta bring
really
that up?
wasn't just him.
Yeah,
And then when he went to the Broncos, you know, I thought he was going to do something, but he didn't have any weapons. Honestly, you know, it's hard to play a good game when you ain't got no weapons. But
yeah,
now
Jerry Judy and Cortland Sutton.
Jerry Judy was hurt a lot of the time, and yeah, we're
Cortland
not going
Sutton.
to talk about it. And the coaching staff wasn't that great at Denver. But
Ah, can
coming
you
to
say
the
that again?
but the coaching staff wasn't
There
that
you
great
go.
in Denver.
Just make
Um,
sure. Just make sure I
but
heard you
when
correctly.
he came to Pittsburgh, you know, after we started off, I think 4-2 or 5-2 with Justin Fields, Mike
He got
Tomlin
them in.
randomly wanted to put him in for some reason. I don't know why. But he started off hot. Like we won 6 games in a row with him. So I'm thinking, okay, let Russ cook, let Russ cook.
We gonna
And
burn
man,
down the kitchen.
he decided to, you know, put some seasoning in and cook a little bit, but he didn't turn the
He didn't
stove on.
put no seasoning in. That was the
Uh,
problem.
and he just went down the hill. So how I feel honestly about Russell Wilson, you know, he did wonderful with the Seahawks when he won that Super Bowl, and he was good then. But I think it's time for him to hang it up. These last 6-7 weeks, I've just seen mediocrity.
Russell Wilson. That's what you saw.
And
And
I
then
think
and
yeah,
then and then one more topic before I turn over to Rose, since he's a
Can
Ravens
we cut
fan.
that out?
How,
Like
how
seriously?
do you feel? How do you feel about
Can we
Najee
cut
Harris
that out?
this season?
No
Najee.
more.
I am extremely grateful that he.
Hold on, Mitch. Can we cut that
Hold
out?
on,
Like
Lord. Can
seriously?
you shut
Can we
up?
cut that out? I know you can. Can we cut that out, please? No
But
more.
just keep going.
Can we cut that, please?
Mitch, how you feel about Najee Harris so far? You know,
Uh,
his
I love Najee. He ran well at Bama, even as a Kentucky fan. When we played him, 2020, he ran all over us like crazy, and just to have him on the Steelers has been dope. I would just like to see more consistency. He kind of runs like Le'Veon, honestly. You know, he's trying to be
Oh,
that pause thing, you know, those 1 or 2 yards and etc. I know Najee can run the way he can run. The question is, when is it going to start? I mean, yeah, he's had a 1,000 year career, but he can run so much harder if he actually runs like he did at Bama.
you
But you
want
know,
him to run
he got
downhill?
another 1,000 yard season. Um, for some reason, I don't think we offered him a 5th year option, or we didn't give him some type of extra contract, whatever. So we'll see what happens. I love him. I just want him to run harder.
You want
Uh,
him to run downhill?
I've seen a lot of inconsistency with him, but hey, he got 1,000 yards.
Now
Um,
I'm saying you want him to run downhill. Like you want him to like put his nose in there and run
I
downhill.
want him to show why he believes he's the best running back in the NFL.
Wow.
He was the best running back in college football when he was at Bama. Like, even though there was other great running backs, there was no other running back like Najee. And then you get to the NFL and you averaging 2 yards carry. I'm sorry, that's not gonna cut it.
But let me go ahead and jump in here since no one is gonna address the elephant in the
I was
room.
about to.
Uh, Meech, you know what I'm about to say.
What's that?
It's time.
Belt to
Brother
ass,
Mike
belt to
Tomlin, it's time,
ass,
dog.
belt to
The league has done
ass.
passed them by. I think it's time, bro.
We
Bill
put
left and
belt
so
to
And the
Bill's
tag
ass,
along.
gone, like
belt
all
to
them coaches, like
ass.
Andy, the only one surviving, but he offensive dude. I think it's time, dog. I think it's no disrespect to Mike. He the greatest, to me, the greatest black NFL coach of all time. But like, I think the league done passed them by. I mean,
I
And my mama
agree.
said, "Don't be the first black person to do anything." And he was the best of the black quarter coaches.
And then the
So
and then to tag along with what Sheen said about Mike Tomlin. Meach, how you feel about Mike Tomlin, what he's put together in Pittsburgh, and how do you feel like this is kind of like an inch on his resume, seeing that he took this loss to Baltimore?
Well, there's no doubt that, like what she said, um there's no, we're gonna cut that one out.
an inch on his
an
resume.
inch on his
Yeah,
Yo,
it's on his resume.
I said itch on his resume.
You did. That's not a thing.
no one
That's
does.
not a thing.
Hey, D, that's one on here. That's crazy.
Look, that's out of pocket. That's one for D.
That's out of
That's gotta be one
pocket.
for D. Inch, words have meaning, dummy. That ain't make sense. Hey, so hey, your resume was here, right? But you got a little inch. Okay, we didn't want that
Look,
inch.
I
We
said
wanted you
little
to.
itch on his resume. But go ahead,
That's
Meach.
still wrong. It's still wrong. What are you? Words have meaning. What are you
uh
talking about?
if I can be
What's up?
honest,
No. What's in y'all cup? Y'all asked me last episode. What's in your cup, D? Because I don't.
I don't think
Hold
D
on now.
drinking now right now. I ain't gonna hold
It
you.
was something. He had it.
I need to go
Yeah,
get
You
some
can't
unlike
even see through
you,
them
you over here
glasses. That's
licking
why
with
he
your
don't
cups
know.
and
courage.
shit.
Well,
uh
Meach, go ahead, brother.
Answering your question, like Sheem said, there's no doubt that he's one of the greatest coaches of all time, if not the greatest African American coach of all time. But in these 18 years of coaching, I just really, other than that Super Bowl, that we won back in, I think, what, 2009, 2010, maybe. Maybe I
Like,
got the years.
no,
No,
10,
I
10,
wasn't.
10.
It wasn't 2007, was it?
It was 10. It was 10.
10, yeah, 2010. Ever since then, I just feel like it's just been very mediocre. He's had some of the best built teams, and have developed so many great players like a Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown,
Shout out
Martavis
to AB,
Bryant.
man. Shout out to
Shout
Um,
out
AB.
to CT We need it. We need it. We need to be
we
out
we
there.
AB,
we've
we're gonna get
developed
you on. We're
so.
gonna get you on the show, AB.
AB, we need you.
Listen, like he's developed so many like teams and so many players here in Steelers Nation, but for some reason we just can't win it all. Um,
Because
we
y'all
we
suck.
we could have the best built teams
Because
and we
y'all
can't
suck.
get past the first round. We stay
Because you
beating the
suck.
Seahawks though, but we can't
Okay,
get past
okay.
the first
All
round.
right. All right.
So,
I was waiting for this.
answering your
No.
question,
Don't
Mr.
slide past
Majors,
that.
what I
No.
honestly believe is
Rewind that.
that
Listen here.
the
Because
time
you
has
win a regular
come.
season
The
game, you a
time
good
has
team.
come.
You a
Nah,
good
the
team because you
time
win a
has
regular
come
season
for
game.
Mike Tomlin.
Don't sit there and
If
talk
if
over
if
me. I
we
know you
keep
hear
him,
me.
hopefully maybe
Why
we
this
can get
I
a
nigga
know
chance
you
to
hear
win
me.
again.
this
But I
nigga
think it's time to move on.
Your shoulder's
I
too
think it's
tight.
time
That's
to
why you
move
can't hear me. Listen here. Just because you win a regular season game does not mean you're a good team. Okay? Let's stop that. Let's stop all that. The Falcons win games. The Patriots won some games. Okay? The Giants, the Panthers, everybody won
We
some
just
games.
naming the bad teams of the league.
Yes,
I
all the
guess
bad
we're
on.
doing
teams.
that
So
tonight.
don't
I guess
tell
we're
We
doing
just
me,
that.
do it.
don't tell me you a good team. We beat the Seahawks. You said that at me. That's a shot. If you want to take a shot at the kid for real. I don't
Well,
want to hear that.
well,
I don't want to hear
did
that.
well y'all did he not take a shot at my team? I mean, shoot, at least we
I
made the
said y'all suck.
playoffs
Yeah,
this
I
year.
do.
But
Yeah, I do. Yes
that's
or
what
no?
happens.
Yes or no?
Listen, it's fellas.
No, 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 no.
It's
Yes or
always
no?
the people who don't do well in the season that talk the most trash.
We won 10
And
games. Y'all won 11.
that's
What are
one
we
of.
talking about?
But
Did you
regardless of
win when
how
it
we
count?
did it,
We was
Jay
in
then
got
Cancun.
Jay
Don't
obviously
Jay
go
got
y'all
there.
didn't win when it
We
counted.
got
So
a
what y'all
banana
need to
boat
say?
for Russ,
So
actually. We got a
obviously y'all
banana
didn't
boat
win.
for Russ.
Um,
Out here in
Jay got
Cancun,
Jay
we
got
got
two
a
of the
banana
worst
boat
teams
for
in there,
Russ.
bro. He still lost,
listen,
bro.
But Rose,
it's,
I'm gonna go and turn it over to you. Since you're a Ravens fan and y'all got it done tonight, what you get from tonight's game and how you feeling moving on in the playoffs?
Um, very optimistic moving on in the playoffs. To be quite honest with you, I mean the job not finished because we still got to worry about Kansas City or Buffalo or Denver,
See,
whoever's
he
gonna
does
play.
have a cup.
This nigga here talking about
He
cups and shit,
does
bro.
have a cup. I said, what's in your cup, D?
Go ahead, man. Keep talking.
Just saying.
But yeah, I'm very excited to move on to the divisional round, see who we're gonna be facing. Kind of want to play Kansas City in the divisional round. To be honest with you, go ahead and get that out the way with.
Yeah.
Week one kind of got robbed of that touchdown and that dub, but we're gonna get it back no matter what. We're gonna get Patrick Mahomes, whoever they say is the best quarterback in the league right now. They say it's Pat Mahomes, but I believe it's Lamar Jackson. He's gonna show it to him in the
Hell yeah.
playoffs. Um, Back to the Steeler conversation. Where my belt go?
Oh, bring the belt
All
out.
right, here we go.
Hold
He bringing it out. He
I don't
winding
think
up.
that's a belt. I think that's a slave whip. What you got over there, sir?
on. What?
Yeah, it's a whip. You see this?
This
That's what
man
we
brought
did
back
today.
Django. You know,
You
said,
see this? This
wow.
what this what Derrick Henry did today to
Hey,
Mika
Rose, what he
Fitzpatrick.
do? Rose,
He did
what he
all
do?
that.
You tighten that thing up, baby.
But now,
Come
I
on
mean,
now.
like I said, I'm very optimistic about moving on in the playoffs. Like I said, the job
Man,
not
put the
done, so
belt back on.
we'll see how this goes. I'm not gonna say too much because anybody can win on any given Sunday in the
Mhm.
playoffs. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
But they
Big
lost on
Steve,
Saturday.
how you feeling about tonight's game between the Steelers and the Ravens?
I already told you I had anticipated the Ravens a big win, but it ain't over until I see the Ravens in the Super Bowl. It ain't over.
The People
That's
Super
fact.
Bowl, Ravens Alliance 2025. We need the People Super Bowl.
Now let's get to the elephant in the room because the man with the Gators hat on had a lot to say about the 3 o'clock game, the Chargers and the
Yes, we
Texans.
did.
So
We did.
I'm gonna start with you. How you feel? How you feeling about this game? And I think I recall you saying that Justin Herbert is not better than Trevor Lawrence. So
I
give
said
us
it.
your take on
I
that.
said it. You damn right I said it. Hey, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. First of all, Georgia Longhorns, the travel basketball team, shouts out to Lyle McConkey. Shouts out to my boy Lyle, getting it done. You know what I'm saying? North Georgia, stand up. North Murray, stand up. You doing your thing, baby. Good job. You the only bright side on that team. Because the rest of that team, the rest of that offense, garbage. All of them,
So
garbage.
how Lad
I
getting the ball?
he's Justin Herbert. And that what does that mean? If you're an NFL quarterback, you're supposed to complete passes, right? Okay, so that don't mean nothing. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Justin Herbert went out there and broke my heart. I ain't even a fan. I just wanted to win because I said they was gonna win, and he broke my heart. Why? Because he kept throwing interceptions. He kept throwing them. Now, 2 of them wasn't his fault, but he threw 4. So the other 2 we gotta talk about. One of them he threw to wasn't nobody even around. He
He
threw it to
just
the
threw
other
the
team.
ball up. It was a fuck it ball.
He threw a touchdown
That's all it
though.
was.
He did throw a touchdown tonight to the other team, so I give him that. I give him credit there. He threw a touchdown,
So
just
how
not
is he
for the
better
right
than
person.
Trevor? How's he better? How is he not better than Trevor Lawrence?
That's what I'm waiting to hear.
Well, Trevor Lawrence beat him in
Take
the
the glass
playoffs,
off
so
of
we
this
ain't
one. I
talking
want to
that.
hear this.
Trevor
You said
Lawrence
he
beat
beat
him in the
Trevor Lawrence,
playoffs.
beat him in the
I
playoffs.
want to hear
Trevor
this.
Lawrence beat him in the playoffs. He did. He
That's
did beat him in
cool,
the playoffs.
bro.
Okay,
So
so
okay,
it.
okay. So he
But
beat
what
him in the
separates
playoffs.
the two? What
So
separates the
he
two?
listen. So listen to this. Listen to this. I
Yeah,
don't
go ahead,
even
Rose.
want to hear.
Go ahead.
I don't even want to hear nothing else they got to say. So he beat him in the playoffs. Was it better coaching or was it better play when they
Was
played each
better
other in the
played by
playoffs?
Trevor Lawrence
How?
because when
or did Stanley get out coached by Doug Peterson?
listen, listen.
Nah, answer the question.
I know. Listen, hold on. I'm gonna ask you a question. When you in the playoffs, when you need your quarterback, they were down. They was down in that game, and Trevor Lawrence fought back. Justin Herbert was down today. Did he fight back? Did he fight back? He did not.
How
He
he
didn't
gonna
fight
fight?
back at
How
all.
is he gonna fight back? He only got one receiver,
Well,
and they can't run the
you and
ball.
him. Then it need to be you and him, and y'all get it going.
How? And he getting double teamed.
And he was
You
still
seen
catching
it?
the
They
ball,
kept.
wasn't
You seen it though, bro. He got targeted 14 times, and they rolling the safety over the middle. They have Derek Stingley right behind him, and they got a
he? Right.
linebacker underneath.
I
He getting
understand
triple
that. He was still
teamed.
catching the ball though.
Yeah, he had 7 catches, but out of 14 targets. So those
And
four,
so,
the rest of the other seven targets, right? What
right,
happened?
not good things. And that's why I said the rest of the offense is trash. Because if you only have one receiver, that means the rest of you are not very good.
Yes.
Would Trevor Lawrence have won this game?
He would have made it a game. I don't know if he would have won the
How?
game, but he would have made it a game.
How he made it a game?
He wouldn't have thrown all
I'm
them
I'm
picks.
waiting. I'm waiting for that answer.
He wouldn't have thrown
He
all
wouldn't
them
have thrown
picks.
all them picks, or was it a great defensive scheme by the Texas defensive coordinator?
So this is no shade to D'Amico Ryans and his defensive scheme whatsoever. But if you are a quarterback in the NFL and you supposed to win games in the playoffs, because that's when it matters, right? That when games matter, right? That when we give you your money,
Right?
and you go out there and you throw 4 picks, 2 of them, okay, whatever. Them other two, first of all, you throwing a jump ball to Quinn Johnson. Quinn Johnson can't throw a ball if I threw it to him like this. So I don't know
That's the
why you throwing any
problem.
jump balls to him.
That's not his fault. That's the problem. That's the problem on the
And
team.
I
They don't
said,
have
and,
any capable receivers.
and I
But who else is
said
he gonna
the
throw the
rest of
ball
the
to?
offense is trash. I said that.
But who is else he's gonna throw the ball to? So you keep saying Trevor Lawrence is better than Justin Herbert, but you just said that he doesn't have the rest of the team is trash on the Chargers. So pick a side. Is it gonna be Justin Herbert fault that he threw them 4 picks, or are they gonna be
I'm
blaming the
taking Trevor
receivers?
Lawrence's decision making over Justin Herbert's. That's what I'm taking.
So, Big Shema, how you feeling about the Chargers and the Texans game?
Bro, Trevor Lawrence
Who's the
threw
only
18
person in
picks
here
last
who
week.
predicted that game?
You.
Anybody else?
No?
No,
I told you how that game was gonna go.
just you. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
want to jump
Just
off
trying
the
to make
bandwagon.
sure. Um, I mean, I was right. You know, it's always a good day. I'm always right. That's one thing. The audience will learn. Big Sheen don't be wrong unless that parlay picks in, but that's another
I'm
topic
gonna
for
say
another day.
Prize Picks says
But
otherwise.
but nah, I ain't got nothing else to say. I mean, I think this is a great time to introduce, Sheem's hierarchy with quarterbacks. I mean, they arguing about two mediocre quarterbacks, but they ain't named Lamar, they ain't named Patrick Mahomes,
Because
they
they're
ain't
in that
named
upper echelon.
Josh Allen, and they ain't named Joe Burrow. The rest of the
They're in the
people in the
upper
league is
echelon.
that's it. As far as I'm concerned, y'all ready for it? The statement of the night. Neither
Okay.
one of them better than Geno Smith.
Here we go with this, bro. Oh my lord.
Hot take.
What?
Hot take. Hot take.
Pop it out, bro. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing with this Geno Smith? We keep telling this Geno Smith love story. He wrote back, okay? The boy wrote back, and it ain't been nothing
So
ever
Trevor
since.
Lawrence is better than Geno Smith?
They about the same. They about
They
right there.
stats are the
Right?
same.
They right there.
I'll take
Is
Geno over Trevor
15A
Lawrence
and
any day.
15B. You put
Any
them how
day.
you want to week to week.
Now, Meach, let me get your thoughts about the Chargers and the Texans game. How you feeling? Who you think was the blame for that game?
To be honest, I think it was a dirty soft butt whooping. I'm trying to actually wonder what Herbert actually has to like work with because he's had plenty of years to get this team together, to try to make a deep playoff run, and it just hasn't happened. I don't think he's woken up yet. I don't think his team has woken up yet. The Texans have a very good team with a very good young quarterback, and though he's been in the league less than the time that Justin Herbert came, they came to play. They came to win. Chargers have not really, in my opinion, been entirely great all year. Herbert's alright, but he's not great enough, in my opinion, to lead this team to the victory in the capacity that it needs to lead. And the Texans it was BTA today. It was BTA. Regardless if you throw two
That's
passes
ass.
up and ends up intercepted, or two is his fault, two wasn't. Either way, four interceptions is not going to get the game done.
Well, you
See,
know
that's
what?
the one.
Hold on, D. I'm
For
gonna
me,
ask a question that they ain't ready for.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Why do we disrespect Dak Prescott and Justin Herbert and Trevor Lawrence is the same freaking quarterback? They're the same
So,
quarterback.
so for me, I disrespect Dak Prescott only
You just a
because he's the
hater. You just a hater.
no, only because he's the Cowboys quarterback. I don't like the Cowboys fans, so it kind of lumps in together. You know what I'm saying? I don't have really no hate for Dak. I know who Dak is. Dak going Dakota. He gonna turn into Dakota Prescott. That's what I know. What is going on here? What?
Keep
So what
going.
is
He
the
going through some
difference
technical difficulties.
between your
Keep
hate
going.
from
Keep going.
Dak, Geno Smith, but you support Trevor Lawrence? That makes
Hold on.
no sense.
No. So my hate and disdain and all whatever you want to call it for Geno Smith is as a fan, I want to see more. I want to see greatness. I've seen greatness before. I want to see greatness again, and I saw it with a black quarterback. So before we get to
Hold
that,
on,
because I got
hold on.
called
Don't you
Whitlock
hate Russell
earlier.
Wilson?
No. Huh?
You hate Russ. So who's the great Seahawks quarterback?
Russ brought a chip. As much as I don't like him, the boy brought it.
He
He
didn't.
was on
It
the chip
wasn't
team.
him that
Hold
brought
on,
it.
Rose.
Was
Did,
it
did
him or was it
he just say
defense?
that was the defense?
Defense and the beast.
Yeah,
It
he
was
just
It
said it was the
defense.
wasn't him.
Listen,
defense.
who is the quarterback of the team?
Russell Wilson. Okay, and you can get
You
in the backfield. You can hold on. You can get under center and just hand the ball out to Marshawn Lynch and sit on the sideline and watch your defense go crazy. Can you not? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what Russell Wilson did when they won the chip, bro. And they played the
And
Broncos.
yeah,
They listen, hold on. They and then the team that y'all played. Y'all barely scored any offensive points. Y'all scored most of y'all points on defense and special teams.
I
Percy
know.
Harvin had a kick return touchdown. So what did Russell Wilson do?
nothing.
No, Russ was a
Exactly.
championship quarterback though.
What did
He
he
was a
do?
championship with us.
What did he do the whole playoffs that year that y'all won the Super Bowl?
He didn't do a lot. He didn't.
Okay.
Okay, so Geno Smith couldn't have won the Super Bowl too.
And that Super Bowl, yes, it's not. It's a different league now. It's a different league.
What are we talking about?
It's a different league now than it was
What's
then. What do
different?
y'all always
What's
tell me?
different?
Y'all always tell me you looking back in time. You looking back in time. Well, back in time, Geno Smith would have won the damn championship.
What's
But
different?
now
What's
he
different?
wouldn't
What's
have.
different from? Hold on. What's different from then and now? They
Geno
still
Smith would
Because
have won a
it's a
they
more
championship.
still
pass. It's a more pass happy
No,
league.
no,
the
Meach.
Bron
What
the
he's
Bron.
saying
Hold
is
on.
this: if Geno had Russ's team, that Legion of Boom, where he still won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jay, the only team that was really running the ball like that was you guys and the Vikings. Everybody else was throwing the ball already. The
Did
Broncos
I
was a
Geno not
know.
pass
have a
heavy
good
team.
team when he was on the Jets?
No, no,
No.
No,
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 no.
So
no,
when they were
no.
flipping between him and Vic, they weren't good at all with the Jets. They they
They was
they didn't
No.
make it.
No, Meach.
No,
That Jets team was terrible.
That
That
was
No
a
Jets team
bunch
was
of
playoffs or
hoes.
horrible.
nothing.
no.
Horrible.
I watched the Jets and the Dolphins when Geno was on that team, and they both punted the ball 10
I
times.
mean,
So
Gosh,
no,
I thought
we
they
So
made a
got
what's
the
the
playoff run.
Jets
so what
here.
is the difference between like he said? What is the difference between Geno Smith, Dak Prescott, and Trevor Lawrence?
I think
nothing.
with
He
Dak
just
There
like
really
he
Prescott,
isn't.
just
Dak Prescott is a
There really isn't.
name. Think about
I
it.
like.
He
I look,
he.
look, 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 look. I like that question. I really like that question because to me, I think if Dak Prescott is on a different team, none of that hate that Dak gets is there. I really don't see it. But when you claim you're America's team,
I
and
was just about to say that.
we claim that America is the greatest country in the world, so you're America's team. That means I expect greatness, and that is that wrong of me to expect greatness from
So
America's
put
team?
okay. So put Dak Prescott on the Seahawks. Y'all going to the playoffs this year?
Yeah, we're one game out with Gino. So yeah, I think Dak makes the playoffs. Yes.
Y'all winning a playoff game? Because Dak can't win playoff games either.
Dak has won a playoff game against us.
I'm saying he can't win them consistently.
Geno's never won a playoff game, but Dak has.
What about Trevor Lawrence? You can win with
Trevor
Trevor
Lawrence has won a
Lawrence.
playoff game as well.
Looking back on today's
The
playoff
Texans
games,
made them.
what's your take on the Chargers and the Texans and the Steelers in Baltimore? How you feeling?
About the Chargers, man, I'm gonna be honest. Justin Herbert, he started catching some fun towards the end of the season. Once this game came about, man, I don't know what happened to that dude. He just I don't know what happened. He probably went in the game drunk or something. But I mean, good game by CJ Stroud,
I
though.
went into the game drunk, and I played better than that. I paid my
That's
tab on
you.
time.
That's you. But yeah, man. Yeah, but remember I told you earlier though, CJ Stroud, he done got used to not having Tank Dell, so he got an offense going and everything. So he played good. I can't discredit that man, even though he threw that interception, but it
Now
is what it
hold on,
is.
Quez. You wasn't in here yesterday, right? I was the
Right.
only person in here holding it down about CJ Stroud. You know, Jay and Rose done told me that Texas was about to get washed because this great Chargers defense and all this. They were
Because
talking
They
crazy
played
about
great. They
CJ.
played good.
The Chargers was on fire the last 5 games of the season. That's the only
The
reason I
Chargers
said that.
defense played good.
Yeah,
They did play
The
good. The
them
Chargers
Chargers
last
defense
five
defense
played
played good.
good.
games, them last
The
five
the
games.
No,
Char the
they
Chargers
played
defense.
good this game. Justin Herbert put them in a bind. Ain't too much
Yeah,
you
which
can
is
do at
true.
that point.
Which is true
But Shane,
because I watched the
tell us this
game.
why you didn't have no faith in the Chargers.
They've been the same team the last 5 years. What did I say? They got all the talent in the world, and what happened? The air get tight, and
They ain't
just
got no
Yeah.
talent this year. I can tell you that.
you know,
Free lad. Free lad.
Please do, because
Now,
that
Rose,
Free
man.
I
lad. The
want to
fastest.
give you I want to ask you this about because you told me earlier that the receiver from the Chargers, Quentin Johnson, was compared to Kelvin Benjamin. Give me your
Trash,
thoughts on that.
trash can.
Ass.
Don't ever
Fire.
look,
Dumpster fire.
look.
I I caught more
I could have did a
passes
better
than he
job.
did tonight.
I could have
I
did a better
did.
job at scouting and the NFL draft. I seen it when he was at TCU. Hot garbage.
Hey, to
I caught
And
more
everybody.
passes than he did today.
if you really look at it, this game today is really it's part of his fault too because he had 5 targets and he dropped all 5 of them today.
I
And
just want to say,
he wanted to act like he was hurt today too,
I
and
just
he
want to
wasn't.
say,
He got smacked in the mouth.
Yeah,
too
go
many
ahead, Quez.
times,
Go ahead,
too
Quez.
many times, smacked in the mouth, too many times. I just want to say to anybody that's putting him on their ticket, don't ever put him on the ticket
Don't
again.
ever do that
If Quentin
ever.
Johnson, okay, first of all, if Quentin Johnson on your parlay, you need to put it down because you have a problem. You have a problem, and you need to put gambling is not for you. Okay, Quentin Johnson caught the same
I
amount
take
of
offense
passes
to
as me
that.
tonight.
I take offense to that.
I should have put my Apple Watch on him, and he would have got me some rings filled. That's what I should have did.
But Quez, give me your take on the Ravens and Steelers game. How you feel about Lamar playing tonight and alongside with the King, them getting the job done?
Man, like what I told you over the phone, man, it's gonna be one easy game. That was the easy game, man. Like we all knew what was gonna happen to them people, bro. Like honestly, Russ with the Steelers, man, it's time to go ahead and pack that. Yeah, pack it up.
Come on now, it's over.
just,
It's
just go
over.
ahead and pack it up, dog. What we said
That
earlier in the
As
season.
a Steelers fan, I agree.
that
As a Steelers fan, I agree.
What we
You feel like
said.
it would have been a different game had Justin Fields had played?
Bro,
would have been worse.
yes.
Yes,
It would have
because
Yeah,
been
it
a
would have
better
been it
season.
would have been run on run, running quarterback on running quarterback. It would have
yes.
they would have stayed in the game.
I
Okay,
knew it was going to.
I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. Put Justin Fields in the game, right? You gonna stop the read option on the nigga. Najee Harris is not gaining no more than 2 yards a carry. So how is it gonna be a competition? It was gonna
It
be
Take
would have
double
been a
I
Najee,
better
wouldn't
take
say it
game.
would
Najee
be a
out and put
competition.
Jalen Warren in.
Here's the
It
they,
would
part
have
with
been a better
Wilson.
game.
Wilson
It
was
would have been a
has
better
been
game.
struggling to get down the field in the last 5 games. When it was
Facts.
time to step up and show up against good teams such as the Ravens and Baltimore, against the Chiefs on Christmas, going to Philly, it's all about getting down the field. And Russell Wilson, he was throwing, yes, all these good short passes, but when it was time to get down the field in like clutch time, he wasn't doing it. So then if it's not working with one quarterback, you got to depend on the other. Now, the
And
reason
that's
why
why
they
I didn't like with Tomlin. That's why I didn't like with Tomlin. because he pulled Justin Fields out at 4-2 for Russ. You got to be able to do the same thing. You got to be able to put him back.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
And then also
Like,
another thing with Tomlin, speaking on that, Jay, the problem was, so when we lost those 2 games, because we barely lost to the Colts, we barely lost to the Cowboys, they took Fields out because Fields at first was having a problem with seeing the field deep. He could see like mid pass, he could see short passes, but deep passes, he just wasn't seeing it. So then that's when we put in Russ. But then when Russ started messing up, I believe it should have been better for them. Okay, now Fields done watched, he's seen the field now, he's
Mm-hmm.
learned a lot. Put him back in the game and let him cook because Russ ain't doing it. In my opinion, Russ is the reason why we've lost these last 5 games. And we're
Yeah.
not standing at 15-2 and arguably being the best team in the league. We
15-2
lost
is
these last
crazy,
5
bro. I
games
ain't gonna
because of
hold
Russ.
you. Y'all wouldn't have been
And
at
also, I wanted
15-2.
to ask you this, Meech. Seemed like Baltimore
hold on,
did a
where
pretty
was the
good
2
job.
losses?
They did a pretty good
Where
job
was
of
the
holding
2
off
losses?
T.J. Watt. So how you feeling about T.J. Watt? You
D,
think he's
hold on,
still
hold on,
elite,
hold on,
or do you
Listen,
feel like
hold on.
he's
Where
still
was the 2 losses? Where was the
huh?
2 losses, Meech? You said 15-2. Where them 2 losses coming from?
Them 2 losses that they had early in the
So you
season.
had
Where them
the
2?
Colts,
yeah?
you
So
had the
y'all beating the Chiefs.
Cowboys,
Hold on. Y'all beating the Chiefs with Justin Fields.
maybe,
Don't
No.
say no
Yes or
maybe,
no?
bro.
maybe,
Get
Y'all
out of
beating the Chiefs with Justin
Woo!
Fields. Hold on.
maybe.
Hold on.
Hey,
You got too much
boy.
dip on
You
your
know I'm
chest,
an
young fella.
optimistic dude.
Come on,
Hey,
Skip.
I don't give a
hey,
damn.
Come
You
on, Skip.
optimistic, pessimistic,
Come on, Skip.
pessimistic. I
Skip.
don't give a damn.
Come on,
And
Skip.
no.
Skip.
Y'all beating the Chiefs with Justin Fields.
Hold
I,
on. I'm about to pull
I'll
this
say,
up right
I'll
now.
say
That
Hold
this.
That
on.
Christmas
man
Day
said
shit
Hold on.
she'll
right there.
send me a
Hold
text.
on.
He said,
Hold on.
wait,
Big
wait,
C, I got you right here. Since you mentioned
At
this earlier
least.
to me about the Steelers' schedule for this season, they have played.
Rita,
They have played the Falcons,
trash.
When?
the
Y'all beat them.
Broncos,
Y'all beat them.
the
When?
Chargers,
They mid.
the Colts,
Trash.
the
Trash.
Trash.
Cowboys, the
Trash.
Trash.
Raiders, the
Trash.
Jets,
Trash.
Trash. Who
the
the hell did y'all
Giants,
play?
Trash.
Hold on, D. Who the hell did
Trash.
y'all play?
Hold on, do we get to it? Go ahead.
the
Don't even say
Commanders.
nobody. But they
They
division.
good.
They
It's a
beat the
contender.
they beat the Ravens. Then they
They good.
lost
Well,
to
we
they
seen
lost
what
to
happened. Go
Cleveland.
ahead.
You
They
lost to Jameis.
Trash.
Jameis.
they
Jameis.
Go ahead.
then the Bengals. Then
Trash.
they lost to Philly, and then it was
Trash
the
again.
Chiefs, and then
They,
then the Bengals, and then now here we are.
so they
So
They
beating
lost.
every
They lost to
bad
the
team in the
Ravens. They
league.
lost to the
Hold on.
Ravens twice.
Pause. This is also the same group of people who
Y'all
said that
lost to the
this was. Hold
Bengals
on.
twice?
Wait a minute. I know what I'm about to say. This is also the same group of people that we talked about before this season, that this was going to be the first losing season under Mike Tomlin, and he was going to be done.
Y'all lost. Well, hell, we didn't know you was
Hold on.
playing
Let
the
me finish.
trash can bowl every week.
Hold on. But all this year and last year, even if the Steelers have made the playoffs, I have heard that the Steelers is trash. So we can't keep calling all these other bad teams
Meat.
if we win. If I've heard for the last 2 years about my team being trash. So if it's
Meat.
trash being trash, we really can't say nothing, right?
Meat. If I have to fight at 26 years old, if I have to fight a class of third graders, I mean, shit, what are we talking about?
Third grade,
If
what
I
are you
have to
talking
fight a
about?
whole class of third graders, I'm gonna look real good in my fights. I'm gonna be 26 and
Hold
0,
on.
ain't I?
Hold on, Jay. Hold on. I got a better one. Hey, Meech. She was a 5 at night. Is she a 5 in the morning, right?
Nah.
So what shade?
Hey, cat.
What
Hey,
shade?
cat. He
What
had a few of
shade?
these, and
She
she was
still
a
was a
10.
5,
She
right?
was a 10 that night. She had a few of these.
Now I know what it is. At night, she was doing what Jay was doing earlier. When Jay was
Yeah.
over here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all are
Hey,
Listen to
hey,
ridiculous.
what
cut the
happened.
cap,
Y'all
Beach.
goofy.
Cut the cap. Y'all was a 5
Hey,
in the morning. She
stop
a
the
5
cap.
at night.
Hey,
Cut
me, stop the
the
cap. We
cap,
don't
bro.
cap on here. We
I'm
don't
not
cap on
capping,
here.
bro. I'm keeping it straight 100 with y'all
Me,
fans,
We
bro.
not
me,
capping.
Nah,
We ain't
bro.
capping, bro.
me.
We
She
If I
cut the
have to
lights
fight,
off and
if
she
I
was a
have to
10 at
fight a
8.
whole
The
class of
Steelers
third
is a 10
graders,
at night, huh?
me,
I didn't
if I
say
have
that
to
at
fight a
all.
whole
What
class
I'm
of third
saying
graders,
is
I'd be 26-0. If
What
my
I'm
aunt
saying is,
had nuts, she'd be my uncle. Everything that you saying is a if.
hold
Y'all
on, no,
played the worst
listen,
teams in the
hear me,
NFL.
hear
You
me
did.
out. As
You
a
did.
Steelers fan, we have been mediocre for the last 2 years.
And you played shit. You didn't play mediocre. You played shit. That's what you did.
Okay, we played.
Every team that we named has a top 5 pick. Yes or no?
They
Damn
do.
near. Damn near. They all got a top 5 pick. Yes. Okay. So if you don't beat them, who the hell are you even talking about? You beat the Jets, the Giants, the Falcons, the Commanders, and who the hell else did you beat? Did
And
you beat the
also, these
Squirrel?
wins were very in the season.
Did
It
you
was
beat the
very
School of
early
the
in the.
Blind, son? Because that's what I'm hearing. You
It
beat
was
the School of
early
the
in the
Blind.
season. When you're early in the season and you're maybe a 4-2 or what 3-0 or 3-1,
Mitch,
that doesn't go.
Mitch, did you
Listen,
think
that
the
doesn't
did you
determine your
think the Jets were
season.
making the playoffs? You thought the
Listen,
Jets were making the playoffs?
hear me out. Earlier in the year,
I ain't what I asked.
earlier in the year, the Jets, what they look like now, is not exactly how they looked then.
It is.
It was
They
early.
had 3 wins.
It was
They have 3 wins now.
I know it was early in the season when we beat them, Jay. That's what I'm saying. So
And they have
because
the
it's
same
early
amount
in
of
the
wins.
season, you can't determine the later of the rest of the season super early unless you're just that bad.
In the words of the
That's
big
true.
cat over there, if she look like a 5 at 7:30, at 2 a.m. she gonna be a 5, at 6 a.m. she gonna be a 5, and at 12 p.m. she gonna be a 5. And
Okay,
they had 3
but we
wins
can
then.
judge
They
teams
got
and
3
we
wins now.
okay,
Turn
but we
off the
can judge
lights.
teams.
I'm looking for.
And light a
We can
candle.
judge teams in week 18 and 19 and talk about their trash
Well,
because it's
there's
at the
no
end of
such
the
thing as
season.
week 19, so we can't judge that.
Oh my gosh. But we're talking about how all these teams, we're talking about how trash they are now, but we wasn't saying that in week 4 and week
We
5
were.
because
No, we
there's,
were. We
you
were. We
were.
said the Jets was
You
trash
were.
from the jump. We knew the Jets wasn't gonna be shit.
Oh my God.
We
Well,
all knew
that's
that.
more, the Jets is more than just one team that the
The
Steelers beat.
Cowboys, the
The
Hell,
Cowboys
Giants.
weren't
I
going to
heard,
be
Oh no,
trash.
you thought the
Jay, I
Giants
heard
was
by
gonna do
you
something?
truly, I heard
So
by
no
you
offense,
truly
Cat. No
that your
offense, Cat.
Colts was going to make it to the playoffs with Anthony Richardson. I heard that by
Who's
you
yours?
personally.
Who's yours?
You.
No, I like Anthony Richardson. I don't give a fuck about them Colts. No, 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 no.
Hold on,
No,
but
no,
you
no, no, no.
said that
No, no,
Anthony
no, no.
Richardson was
You
going to
ain't
make
finna
it.
put that. You ain't finna put that terrible organization on me. Cause Shane Steichen is no one's coach,
Hold
and
on,
Jim
I'm about
Irsay
Well,
to
is no
go
hell,
coach.
somewhere
who's
with this.
better?
I'm about to go. I'm about to go somewhere with
The
this. Hold on,
Seahawks and the
hold on, Meach.
Colts.
Hold on, Meach. Who's better, Anthony Richardson or Will Levis?
I'm putting my cup down. Cause Will Levis is hot dog shit. Okay, listen, I threw a pick. Please save me, God. Let me get on my
Meach.
knees so
Now
they'll save me, Lord.
answer to the audience.
That's what he
Who's
said.
better, Will Levis or
He
Anthony
just
Richardson?
dropped to
In
his
your
I'm going to
knees.
opinion?
tell you this.
Surrender
Listen,
Kobe.
Yes, sir. Talk to me. Talk to me.
as of this season
Oh
and how
Lord,
Will
if they
Levis
would just
has
stop getting
performed,
so
Anthony
serious.
Richardson is better. But when it comes to the conversation that me and Jay have had, this goes back all the way back to Kentucky and Florida. The problem with Jay is that Jay has too much Florida pride in him to
You
not
damn
accept the
right.
truth. The problem is he's upset that a Kentucky quarterback, a Kentucky who is known for their basketball, has
And
beat
not
them at
football.
Kentucky and
You want
went
me to take my
in
belt off? Because we
Gainesville
whooped y'all ass
and
by
kicked that
25. You want
ass.
me to take my belt off? Because 25 points say otherwise. You want me to take my
Okay,
belt off,
bro, that
son?
was this year. We're talking about,
Hey, it
bro.
was this year
Are
was
we not
30.
talking about Will Levis and Anthony Richardson? That's the problem. We keep flowing to different
Listen,
topics. We're talking about
all
Will
I know
Levis
is
and
this.
Anthony Richardson. We're talking about
D.
Will Levis and
Hey,
Anthony
D.
Richardson.
D, you a
D,
Titans
we are
fan,
talking
Yeah.
right?
about Will Levis and Anthony
D,
Richardson.
my
Yeah.
host, my gracious host. You a Titans fan?
Yes, sir.
I'm just
Are
trying
y'all
to
drafting
figure
a
out,
quarterback?
bro.
Y'all
Yes.
drafting a quarterback?
Yes.
Who is y'all's quarterback this year?
Will Levis?
Is the Colts drafting a quarterback?
No.
Who is their quarterback?
Anthony Richardson.
So if you get replaced at your job because you suck,
So
does
Anthony
that mean
You
you'll
Richardson's
be a
got
been
two
quarterback?
replaced
different
multiple times
franchises
this
doing
season,
two
though.
different things,
Oh
dog.
my God.
Listen,
One is hot
hold on,
dog
Rose. I
shit
know you're
and
about
one
to
ain't.
go. This is what I'm saying. He is upset because Will Levis,
Lord, I just
who
hope
was a
I
second
stop fucking with them
string at
Texans.
Penn State,
I do.
came to Kentucky and did what nobody expected to do, and that
But
is
he did.
beat Florida
Go ahead, which
twice in
how
a
he did it?
row. And at that time, Florida was on a 3 to 4 game year losing streak to Kentucky. Kentucky's not
What he
known for
do?
their football. They're not known for their football. They're known for basketball. And
I
Will
just
Levis came in, and it was BTA at home and
You
away.
won by 7. You won by
And
7.
guess who
BTA?
had better stats?
You
Even though
won
they
by
were
7.
close, guess who had better stats? Will
You just
Levis.
said it was BTA, but you
It
just
was
said it's
Will
close.
Levis.
You
Hold on,
won by
Jay, but
7.
there's even times that
BTA
you're
was 45 to 20 something. What we
hold
beat
on,
y'all.
but even
Bro,
Jay,
y'all are delusional,
You've
bro.
won by 12 points in the game before, and you talk about BTA. It's
Why are
12
y'all
points.
talking about two trash quarterbacks though?
I
Like
don't
we
know.
that's
I
what
didn't
we
Because he
bring this
doing.
wanted to
up.
bring it up. It had nothing to do with what we were
I
talking
didn't
about.
write any script today. I don't
Both of
even
both
know
of both
why
of
you
y'all
talking about
arguments
Will
is
Levis.
invalid,
The only
bro.
thing we
What?
need
Anthony
to be
What?
talking
Richardson,
about Will Levis is he getting a job at Amazon with DJ Lungale. That's the only
Anthony
thing about Will
Anthony
Levis we need to be
Anthony
talking about.
Anthony
Hell, at
Richardson could
least
be in
Will
that
Levis
same
had better heart.
category
I
too.
have never met a quarterback who wants to get himself out of the game because he's tired. Nigga,
He
oh,
be tired.
sorry, Nick,
But
fam, you don't.
Quez, let me ask you this: what do you think was the problem with Will
What
Levis
are
this
you
year?
talking about, bro?
Shit, besides, him not having such a great O line, but he did miss a couple of wide open shots that he could have
He
took.
did.
A couple. A
I'm
couple.
gonna leave it.
I'm
I'm
about
gonna
to
leave
say
it.
a
I'm gonna
couple.
leave it.
I was
Listen,
there. I seen a lot of shots that he
look,
missed.
I listen. I'm gonna leave it at a couple because of the simple fact
A
that
couple means
one,
2. You know that, right? A couple is 2. And he
nah,
missed way
when I
more than
listen,
2.
when I say a couple, I'm spelling out whole word couple, and that's for each number. So it was more than two. But nah, though.
This is Will Levis.
It,
This is what we talking about.
Nah, but look, in reality though, besides him, people blaming that, oh, it was the O line. But at the same time, if we really think about it, like, bro, it do not take 3 to 4 seconds to throw a simple route that's wide open, butt naked.
No,
And
It's true.
so
that's what Will Levis said.
so
William
it's
Dog.
like
That's a lot of quarterbacks. Geno done did it plenty of
Nah,
times.
shit.
y'all just
You
told me
know,
Geno was good. I don't want to hear that.
Tom,
I want
listen,
to hear that.
Tom did
who
it,
said
Pat
Geno
did
was
it.
good? I didn't say Geno was good.
Everybody
They
else.
said Geno was good. I didn't say Geno was good.
I ain't say shit
D,
about
I
Gino
still
being
want to know
good.
what's in your cup. Because you ain't tell me. What's in your cup, D? I'm sorry. What's in your cup? D, I know you hear me.
It's a drink. That's all you need to know.
See?
He drinking that
What's,
that
what's in your
Florida
cup?
juice.
What's in my cup? It's in your cup. It's your cup. Drink it. I already
Yes,
know.
sir.
Here's a question that I have when it comes to Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes. So,
Man, don't start this
Lamar
shit, bro.
Jackson has won 2 MVPs, right?
Don't start
If
this
he
shit, bro.
wins this Super Bowl,
He's going to
even
He's
win
though
a Super
already
Bowl
better.
Mahomes,
before he wins the Super Bowl.
He's already better
Mahomes,
than him.
he's already better than Mahomes. Is that because you a fan, or is that because that's what you stick to
Watch the
because you
film.
know?
I'm glad you brought that up, Miss Rose. I'm gonna start with you. Why do you feel like Lamar is better than
All I
Patrick
gotta
Mahomes?
say is just watch the film, bro. Watch the film. If you
I
watch
want to
football,
know
you'll know.
film.
What that
First
I'm
of
gonna
all,
mean?
be
what had,
honest.
what receivers had Lamar Jackson had his whole career in Baltimore? What number one receiver? Don't say Zay Flowers is number one receiver. He's on there. He's only a number one right now. Is because they don't have anybody else there.
They have role players there. Hint, hint.
Roll,
You got a bunch of Mario Chalmers is out there.
but a bunch of Mario Tom, a
Norris
bunch of
The
Cole's
Mario
out there.
Tomlin,
There's
a
a
Norris
bunch
bunch
of
of
Cole
six,
out
a
there.
bunch
Adonis
of six
Haslam.
man players.
Exactly.
Hey
We
Quez,
don't do that
hey
about
Quez,
six
James
man.
Harden in OKC.
No, we
Me.
ain't
You
gonna
look
do
at
that to
Pat.
James Harden either.
Now look, Meeks, you look at the Chiefs right now, in the
Mm-hmm.
past years too as well. They've gone out their way to go get Patrick Mahomes new weapons every month, every year, whatever the case is during the season. They went out and got D Hop. They drafted Xavier Worthy when they didn't need to, but they drafted him anyway. They have another tight end behind Travis Kelsey that's probably gonna take over the reins when Travis Kelsey retires.
They
And then
have
they have
Hollywood
two,
too.
and they got Hollywood Brown. They
Shit,
got weapons for
they done
days.
picked up, they done went to go get Miko back. They
They got
done
Right.
went to
They
Nico.
go
got
get
They got
Juju
Nico,
Nico
back.
Mr.
back,
Super
bro.
Bowl.
Like
Mr.
Juju
Super
Smith
Bowl.
back. Then they got their two running backs too. Isaiah Pacheco just came back from injury too, and they got Kareem Hunt on the roster too, bro.
And
And
some other
But
Kareem
guys.
Hunt been
of course, on
dogging this
paper,
season.
the Chiefs are supposed to win. Everybody that's looking at the Chiefs roster, yeah, they're supposed to be 15-1, 15 to wherever their record is, and they're supposed to win the Super Bowl. But if you look at the tape, bro. and you look at how Lamar Jackson's playing and Derrick Henry is playing right now, I promise you, there's no two players better than them two right now in the league. And I
I
stand on
agree.
that.
Quez,
Hey, to
what you think
piggyback
about it?
off that, right?
Quez, what you think about it? Who's better?
Now look, let me piggyback off of what Rose just said, right? Check me out. Not only that, when the Ravens can't get the run going, that pass looking top tier. Like, and I'm not talking about when Lamar rolls out the pocket. I'm talking about when he's sitting in the pocket, just throwing dimes. So it's like with Pat, yeah, Pat is a great quarterback. Don't get me
He's
wrong,
fat.
but like nobody can beat that.
Right.
You feel me? Like nigga, you
Right.
play baseball. I expect you to be a great quarterback.
Right.
Exactly.
You played base. You played second base and pitcher. You should be able to throw the ball at all angles.
You're
That's what
getting
I'm
paid
saying.
$500 million, bro.
But
You should be good, bro.
on top of that, with this season, how this season been going, if everybody been watching, if everybody been paying attention, like we could clearly see, okay, Lamar, yeah,
They should
he
be
got that
should have
dog.
lost 8
He
games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chiefs should have lost way more games, and somehow, some way, they always getting bailed out. So it's like,
I know
bro,
how. It's them boys in white and black. I know how. Tom Brady left and they gave the reins to Patrick Mahomes. Hey dog, this how you control the referees, big dog. This you just come talk. Hey, let me holler at you. 6 minutes left to go in the game. Just let me holler at you real quick. That's what they do. I know, cause I mean, like I said, there are 8 plays, and I've seen all 8 plays on film. There are 8 plays where the Chiefs will have 8 losses.
hmm
8. On
Hmm.
top of the Bills loss, that's 9. Not in the playoffs.
so look, and then on top of this, people might hate me for this, they might dislike me, but the Steelers game would have been a close game, and I would have liked the Steelers to win that game. So,
Oh,
Why is
I
that?
would have too. It didn't happen though.
Why is that?
it, what you mean? Why is that? We seen what happened. The refs,
Well, they cheated. Look, hey, they called a dead ball foul and found a way to give it to the Chiefs. I ain't
like
never
that's
seen
what
a
I'm
dead
saying.
ball foul. I ain't never seen a dead ball foul where you lose the ball and the down in the same play. No, lost the down. Chiefs ball. Hold on. It's still what? Hold on. It's third down. It lost it down. That's third to fourth. That means I still got the ball. No, you don't. Lost it down. Chiefs ball.
And
Let's
also,
give the ball to the sheriff.
going back to what Sheem said, because I think he's trying to hold back the elephant in the room when he said to Meach about why don't he like Lamar Jackson and why does he want him to succeed. So Meach, what do you think is
Whitlock.
the problem with Lamar Jackson, and what do you think he's missing to be, in your opinion, to be as greatness in your category? What do you think he's missing?
There's
Whitlock.
nothing that he's missing.
Whitlock.
I have literally only not liked Lamar Jackson because he went to Louisville. I'm a Kentucky fan. That's a very big rivalry.
Isn't it?
And
In
also because
basketball, it is.
in
In
football
basketball,
too,
it is. It's
in
not in
football
football.
too,
It's not.
in
It's not.
football too.
No, it
Bro,
isn't.
why y'all two
No,
got
it
me
Speaking to
isn't.
the
talking? Bro,
guy who barely came
both of y'all
to Florida
teams is
State.
Rose
trash,
got
bro.
me
So why are y'all
crazy.
even talking, bro? Like,
Skip
ain't
and
Nah.
no
Steven and your
point. Both
boy.
of y'all teams is trash. Well, what is we talking about?
When it
Hey,
comes
Rose,
to Wolf,
my Gators went to the same amount of playoff games as y'all did.
Bro,
Oh
None.
both of
Lord.
y'all
Lord.
teams is
Now
trash,
this
bro.
man be plugging the Florida Gators, man.
there's
Alright,
nothing
bro.
against Lamar Jackson as a quarterback that I don't like. It's just that when it comes to rivalry teams, I mean, yeah, he can be great. I want him to be great. It's just except when he plays my team. I think that's fair to
It's
say.
2-1 this season against your team. You just say that.
Congratulations. And you have to win another 7 times to make it 50-50 between us.
Y'all
Other
need to
than
make
that,
it to the playoffs another 7 times
well,
to
that's
try to be
fine,
special.
dog. That's fine. Here's the one thing about Ravens fans. They're dirty as hell, number one. Number two,
He said
number
y'all
Listen, I
two,
ain't
are.
even dirty.
they hold on to the lowest of lows to try to make their highest of highs. As long as they beat the Steelers, they're okay. Other
That's
than
how
I
that,
never
rivalries
ever
work,
said that.
though.
other
I'm
than
not
this
that type.
season, they won 1 time in the last 10 matches. Now
That's
they've
how.
won
That's how.
three
That's how
times.
rivalries work,
Now
though.
they've won 3 times in the last 13 matches. As long as they beat us, I'm gonna be real. We are their Super Bowl because they
Bro, this is
just
not Alabama. Bro, we not in college football.
We
Bro.
are their Super Bowl.
Bro,
They can lose to any other team. Listen, they can go 2-15, but as long as those 2 dubs come against the Steelers, that's all that matters for them. It's Baltimore. It's Baltimore.
Hold on, I think you got this backwards. Haven't they won a playoff game every year?
Right.
Not every year. I'm talking about before Lamar Jackson too. We're talking about before Lamar Jackson too.
Joe Flacco getting them chicks too?
Super Bowl.
But we still got more.
What are you talking about?
Bro, y'all have more Super Bowl. Y'all won most of y'all Super Bowls in the 80s and the 90s. Bro, chill out, bro.
We won 2 in the 2000s. Y'all won 1.
Y'all played
won
the Cardinals.
one right after we did.
Y'all played the Cardinals and the
y'all won 1. And
Me.
what was the Ravens doing?
Hold on. The Ravens got 2 in the 2000s. What are you talking about?
Hold on, we won 2 in the 2000s.
The Ravens got 2 in the 2000s.
They got 2.
They had 1. That's what I just said. They had 1 in the 2000s. We had 2 in the 2000s.
No, they had 2.
He said that we hadn't had
They
an
have 2.
We have
2.
Okay.
Are you counting the 2010s as a different thing? Because they did. Means also, Terry Bradshaw won a Super Bowl. Did you see Terry Bradshaw play?
None of us did.
You didn't? Then it don't count.
It does count.
It don't.
A dub is a dub. Anyways, back to what I was saying about Lamar Jackson. There's nothing against Lamar Jackson that I don't like about.
Y'all had it was nothing but big country white people playing on.
It don't matter.
Y'all had all the niggas on the team, bro.
How
what
much
does that
you
even matter, bro?
How much you want to bet? And I said this last year, I'll say it again. If Lamar Jackson does not win a Super Bowl with the Ravens, I promise you he's going to leave. He's going to leave the Ravens.
You said that
he's going to win somewhere else.
You said that when his contract was up and he signed an extension.
Hold on. You didn't even want the nigga. You didn't even want him. You didn't even want him.
Right, I did.
Who didn't want Lamar?
He was bashing y'all on social media. Y'all didn't even.
Media is not a real thing, bro. That's a fake world.
Y'all Ravens fans didn't even want Lamar because when he decided to sit out with that puny little injury that he had, which wasn't major at all,
he hurt his knee. What quarterback can't play with a knee?
No.
I know you heard Carson Rourke on the last episode, but I think Lamar is a running quarterback.
Because you had mentioned that Lamar quit on his team.
He quit on his team. Think about it, because he thought he was worth his money, right? He thought he was worth his money. He saw Dak get his money. He got jealous, and what happened? And Lamar actually said he could play. He said he could play, but he chose not to in the playoffs. And guess who stepped up? Freaking Huntley. And they almost won, except for that fumble 6. And then what happened after that? Lamar bashed the Ravens. They didn't even want. Hold on, hear me out, Jay. They didn't even want. Lamar didn't even want to be there. They didn't even want him.
Do you know why?
They didn't even want him. And so now that he's paid, now they dick riding him again. But they wasn't going for it when he was bashing the Ravens.
He's paid, and
as a matter of fact, yes, he's paid now.
That's got to be an out of pocket. That's an out of pocket right there. That's an out of pocket.
But look how bad the Ravens is. That's that. It takes a person to bash your own team.
They won. How they bad? They won.
They won. What Super Bowl have they won?
No, they beat you off in the playoffs today.
Okay, that's cool. That's what happens when you make the playoffs, Jay. You got to make the playoffs to be beat in the playoffs.
First of all, let's stop.
Seahawks don't do that.
Let's stop and not.
Seahawks don't do that.
Like y'all make the playoffs every year.
No, Seahawks
because I know what you're doing. I know
probably won't do that for another 10, 20 years until your grandkids have grandkids. Other than that, listen.
So, okay, right now,
the Ravens is good. Lamar Jackson is good. Answer your question,
we made the playoffs next year. I'm slapping you? Yes or no?
No, no. If you slap me, you're going to get beat the hell out of, bro.
It sounds good.
No,
it sounds good.
Listen, back to your question, D, because I'm trying to be professional to answer your question. There's been nothing against Lamar Jackson as a quarterback that I don't like. I've been accused of not liking the black quarterback because he's a black quarterback from Miami. He plays for the Ravens. No, I'm just a Steelers fan. As a Steelers fan, we never want our rivals to be great, especially when it's against playing us. However, he's a dope quarterback. And all up for him. If he wins the Super Bowl, Cool. He's one of the greatest of all time.
So if he wins the
If
Super Bowl,
not,
are you gonna shut
cool.
up?
But to answer your question, D, there's nothing against Lamar Jackson as a person and as a quarterback that I don't like. It's just the fact that he plays for the Ravens, and that's what happens, bro. You're a Titans fan. That name, D, you a Titans fan. What's a major rival that y'all have with the Titans?
They don't have any. That whole division.
Jacksonville.
Jacksonville. Okay, so if Lamar plays for Jacksonville instead of Trevor Lawrence, you gonna not like anything that he does for Jacksonville. Why? Because he's your rival. That's what it is. There's history there. When you are rivals with folk, you can respect them, but you don't like them. I respect the Ravens, but I sure as hell don't like
Ben
them.
Roethlisberger.
You can like them.
I like Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, then that's on you. Congratulations. I'm glad that you do. Lamar Jackson, there's nothing that I don't like him as a person or as a quarterback. He just plays for the rival team. It's sports. You don't like the rival team, but it doesn't mean I don't like him as a quarterback. As a matter of fact, D and Sheem will testify to this. I have told y'all to plenty of times. The only times I don't rock with Lamar Jackson is when what? He plays who? My team. Other than that, it is what it is. Even last year, I was also rooting for him when they went against the Chiefs.
No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. That's
Who?
cap. No, you wasn't.
I was here
You
for it.
blamed Lamar
for
that.
it.
You blamed Lamar. You did. You blamed Lamar when
Did
they
he
lost.
not take off running?
You blamed him.
Did
It
he
don't
not
matter.
run?
You blamed him.
Did he not
You
run?
blamed him.
Did he
You
not
blamed
run
him.
in that playoff game? Did he not run?
You can't say I took up.
He ran
for him
out.
and blame him.
He ran against us. Still lost, but he ran against us. He
Do
ran
we have
against
any
the
more
other team.
topics, D?
But you can't run against the Chiefs.
D,
And
do we
he
have any
had
more
ample
topics?
opportunity too.
Do we have any more topics, D?
Look, I ain't hearing it, dog. Listen, D, answering your question, because we're supposed to keep it professional on this podcast.
I got you. Yeah.
Listen, there's nothing against Lamar that I don't like. There's nothing against that I have for him. He just plays for the Ravens. When you play for a rival,
Do we have any more
and
topics?
arguably the greatest rivalry in NFL history, of course, you just not gonna like him when y'all play. But all off to him. If he wins the Super Bowl, cool. You one of the greatest. You got 2 MVPs. All you need is a ring to back it up.
Let me one more thing on Lamar Jackson. If he somehow wins the Super Bowl, does this put him in the top 10 of all time in your opinion?
Absolutely.
Oh.
You did say top 10, and that means he can range from 1 to 10. He could be even 10. Or he could be 1.
Do we have any more topics, bro? Everybody falling asleep. Do we have any more?
Nah. I'm cool, bro. I'm just listening to me.
We're losing Cat over there. Do we have any more topics? I need the
because
energy back.
he know
I'm just chilling. I'm listening, bro. I'm just letting y'all hash it out,
what's
bro.
being said is bullshit.
It's only BS because he's a Raven.
I got another top one to get to. We got some breaking news is about to be announced soon on ESPN soon. How y'all feeling about potentially Mike Vrabel becoming the head coach of the Patriots?
We knew it was
I didn't
coming.
see that happen, and I really didn't see that happen.
We knew it was coming. That was the whole point of Gerard Mayo being the fall guy. We knew that was coming. We talked about it on last episode. We knew who was going to get.
Let me ask you a question, Jay. Is Mike Vrabel a good head coach?
No, he had Derrick Henry and it saved his ass.
Is he a good head coach, though?
I just said no.
Is Doug Peterson better than him?
Yes. Then Mike Vrabel, yes.
Quez, let me get your take on how you feeling about it.
I ain't touching the topic just now. Not right now. That was very interesting. But I can't touch it right now. That's crazy. I'm shocked.
I'm not.
I'm trying to figure out what's the difference, Jay. You had this conversation earlier.
That's what I'm shocked about. His response.
You had this conversation earlier. You ain't got nothing to say now.
No, Doug, because I don't think Doug Peterson a good coach. I don't think he's a good coach.
So what's the difference in between Mike Vrabel and Doug Peterson?
Mike Vrabel used to play for the Patriots, and Robert Kraft keep it in the family. You want to keep going? If you got ties, listen. Coaching in the NFL is a job, correct? And
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
jobs, you need a network, correct?
True.
Mm-hmm.
And if your network is the owner, I would imagine you gonna get the job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whether your
Yeah.
credentials are up there or not, that's your boy. And I'm gonna hire him because that's my dog.
But
He's
Rose, I
hired
want
him.
to ask you. I want to ask you this topic. That we got some other breaking news. Since Carson Beck is heading to Miami, how you feeling about him getting 10 million in NIL deals next
10
season?
million.
10. That's it.
10 million.
10.
I'm
10
not
million.
Four.
surprised though. I'm not surprised.
You getting 10?
10.
I'm not surprised.
10.
He don't need $10.
Mm.
I'm
He
not
need to
surprised that he got
prove
10 mil, to be
he need to
honest with you.
prove he worth 35 cents.
Um.
Carson
This is the
cool though.
same
He
man that was
cool.
supposed to win the Heisman and got and wasn't the guy at the end of the year.
I don't know if he had a win in the Heisman.
He had him winning the Heisman.
Who's he?
Carson Beck.
Carson Beck just
Carson
got
Beck
10
had
million
himself
in
winning the
NIL
Heisman.
deals. Meech, how you feel about that?
I mean, ain't he chasing his girl?
Probably doing TikToks and
I
commercials.
mean, if you got to chase your girl, you're gonna probably have to pay for her. So
If you chasing your girl, that ain't your girl.
She make more money than him.
Oh, for real? Well,
Yeah.
I mean, 10
You ain't
million is
lying.
10 million. Some players is getting paid more. I heard that Edwards may be transferring and be getting a big NIL deal coming up, so we'll see about that. 10 million is 10 million, all up to him. I hope he balls out of Miami. I hope he does better at Georgia. But we'll see what happens.
I would be down.
So, who do y'all think are the top players in the NFL right now and the teams right now in the NFL?
Like top players overall, we're going by position.
Like just
Lamar
overall,
number one.
who stood out to y'all this season that are top players?
Lamar's number
Lamar
one.
Jackson.
Everybody else can just fall in line after that. Really don't matter. Lamar number one. That's just my take on it. I don't know about everybody else.
I
Go
could
ahead. Who
agree.
you
I
got?
could
I see you
agree.
trying to say something.
I could agree with that. Lamar did what he was supposed to do, but
Yeah, he took
I
care of
could agree
business.
with that. Saquon stood out this season.
Yeah, I
Every,
think Saquon makes it good too.
I think he's too.
um, I can't put King Henry on that list because he did what he normally do: punch niggas in their mouth and keep running. Who
Facts.
else?
But you still
But
gonna have to get. You still
he's
gonna
at
have to put
least
them on
top
that
3.
list of being top players, though.
He's at least
Yeah,
top
top
3.
players,
King
but
Henry is.
King Henry 3.
for, um,
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase top 5.
Nah,
He's
I don't know
top
if he
I
gonna
5.
be.
put Jettas before Jamar Chase.
Nah, Jamar
This
Chase had
season,
triple crown.
this
Jamar Chase
season,
had triple crown,
he's the
bro. He
triple
gotta be.
crown. Yeah, he's got to at least
yeah,
be
you
4 or
gotta
5.
put Chase there. You gotta put Chase there. Chase did. All
Yeah, he got
right,
triple
I'm gonna put
crown.
it like this: even with Chase getting safety over top, somebody beneath, and one sticking man on, he still probably had 100 yards that game if he was getting
Facts.
targeted about 9 times that game.
Facts.
So I gotta give him his flowers. Like, I'm not a fan of majority of these players, but I watched their work and like he was one of those receivers that I admire. So I give him his crown. Who else?
Mm,
I want to
Bijan.
say,
you
Bijan.
got to put Jettas on there though.
yeah, Jetta's on there.
Bijan.
Jetta's right after Chase.
Bijan.
Running back from Falcons.
Yeah, Bijan.
Uh, did he have a good year this year?
He
I
was.
didn't pay
They were
attention.
quiet, but he had a good year this year.
Yeah, I was gonna say they had a quiet year, but he had a nice season.
Give
Um,
me Gibbs.
Gibbs
Yeah,
struck this
Jameer
season.
Gibbs.
I
Yeah.
think that's one of the most underrated running backs in the league. I don't hear
You
anybody talking about Gibbs at
you put
all. And,
you put Gibbs in there. Put Jared Goff in there too. Fuck it.
hey, Jared Goff
Jared
has balled
Goff,
out. I know he ain't
yeah,
Lamar Jackson, but dude has been throwing like 450 yards plus 3 games straight.
Jared Goff can make a case for a top 5 quarterback this year too.
To be exact,
I
I
put
like
him at
him
2, actually.
as a top 5 quarterback this year.
And Rose, I'm glad you brought that up because that's the next time I want to talk about. Jay, I'm gonna start with you. Who your top 5 quarterbacks for this season?
Okay, no.
Yeah, he don't need to talk about that. He's already delusional, bro.
I'm gonna let him go and answer. Who's the top 5?
Hold on.
He been drinking too much. He finna tip over, bro. He can't even think right.
Let me tell you something, young man. I said no comment because top 5 quarterbacks to me is there's a lot of scheme work going on in those quarterbacks. We talking stats, we talking about players. There's a lot of ways we can go
Man,
about that.
you take your top 5 quarterbacks
My top
in the
5
NFL
quarterbacks
right now. I
in the
don't care what it
NFL
is.
right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson, number 1. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes. Number 4, Joe Burrow. Number 5, Jaden Daniels. Those are my top 5. I understand I left Jared Goff out. It was for a reason. Anyone
Why?
And that
What
else?
was the
reason,
reason?
and why is that reason?
Because he beat the Seahawks. Stupid.
First of all, I'm glad Rose got a win today because he needed one. He did. He needed one.
I ain't
Anyway,
need nothing, bro. You was
I bet
chilling,
you
bro.
did. I already know. Anyway,
Can I let
I
my
left Jared
I would
Goff
agree to?
out. I left Jared Goff out because he is in an offense where Jared Goff cannot mess up. I'm looking at guys that's going out there and hey, sir, I'm gonna give you the game. It's your world. Go win the game. Jared Goff ain't winning shit for nobody. We done seen him in the Super Bowl already when he had to win the game. So Jared Goff, you can't be in
Who
that
did he have
category.
on his team, bro?
Everybody else on that team.
Bro, stop. Don't bring that up no more,
You
bro.
see why I didn't
This,
speak? Because
oh,
old Dreddy over there is sitting there talking. This is my turn. Shut the hell up. This is my turn. Okay? Ain't nobody talking to you. He
you can
said
have
Jay.
you
He
can have
said
your
Rose.
turn.
He said
Stop.
Jay. My top 5, Jared Goff is left off. Jared Goff, off. You know why? The elite plays Jared Goff make is when he hand that ball to Jahmyr Gibbs. That's the elite plays he make throughout the season. So Jared Goff is not there for me. Sorry.
I
Take it
see
up with
why I
your mama.
call him Whitlock.
Me, choose your top 5.
Lamar Jackson, number
Man,
1.
this
Number
man talk like
2, I
Ryan
was gonna
Hollins.
say Jared Goff. Jared Goff's number 2.
You done or you finished?
Number 3, Joe Burrow. Number 4, Josh Allen. Number 5, Jesus, who would I want at number 5? I don't want to put Pat Mahomes. I don't think he's earned it this year. Give me. Y'all may not agree with this, but I think he did all right this year. Sam Darnold, Vikings. Yeah.
That's very valid.
That's big. That's big right
Jay,
now.
you don't have nothing. Jay, you don't have nothing. You don't have nothing to say about that.
I don't. I'm not mad at the Sam Donald. I'm not mad at the Sam
I
Donald.
think those
You
5.
said, but what? Okay, hold on. I agree with. I like Meech's list, but Jay, you can't say you ain't got nothing to say about Sam Darnold, but you just said the same thing about Jared Goff. They both run the same offenses. They both had the same amount of playmakers on the team, and they both doing the same thing.
Listen,
What's
Sam
the
Donald.
difference?
Sam Donald. You know what the difference is? To me, to Jay Jones, right here, me in the cowboy hat. Sam Donald has more talent than Jared Goff. That is my difference. He has more talent. That is the difference. If you want my honest opinion, Sam Donald has more talent than
Look at
Jared Goff.
Shane.
I don't give a damn what he's looking like. Sam Darnold got more talent than Jared Goff.
I told y'all he Max
We're
Kellerman,
going
bro.
off of this off of 1 year. 1 year. We're
He
going off of
finally
he
had a
got more
coach.
time than
He
Jared Goff.
finally had a coach in an offense. I mean, shit. What are we talking about? If I give you nothing, what did you say earlier? If I give you nothing, am I supposed to expect something?
Right.
No. Sam Donald.
So
Now, listen, Sam Donald
let me
did it.
ask you this
Sam
then.
Donald did
Hold
it
on.
last year in the playoffs. He led the San Fran down to score, and then he continued as he was playing this year for the Vikings.
What did I say for
Anybody could have
running
took
up
that
last year?
49ers team to the Super Bowl, bro.
Now, what are we talking about? Golf ain't been to a Super Bowl, and he got more talent. Wasn't Golf a number one pick too?
Okay. How'd that work out?
It's
He
working
been
out
He
fine for him,
to
actually.
the Super Bowl. What are you talking about? How did that work out? Detroit got the number
He
one
went to
seed. How'd that work out?
yeah.
Detroit has
What
the
are we
number one
talking about?
defense. Does
How'd that
Detroit have
work
the number
out?
one defense? Hold on. No. Who got the best defense in the league?
The Lions.
Oh, so that's Detroit, right? Who does Jared Goff play for?
I don't think Detroit got the best defense in the league. Their best player on defense is hurt. What are we
Okay.
talking about?
And the rest of that defense some scrubs?
Jared Goff played defense?
No, it's
No.
not.
No. That's what I'm getting at. That team scoring 55, 35, 45 points a game.
On offense, right?
On offense, defense, special team, they scoring how you want it.
You talking
As
about
a
one
unit.
game, my brother. You talking about one game.
No,
I already know where
they
you're
did it
getting at.
multiple games.
No, because you know why I'm going to mess you up? Because yesterday's logic, you just told me the Vikings had a better coach because their defense was better than the Rams. That's what you said yesterday.
We
Now
talking
today
about the
you don't
Rams
tell
and
me.
Lions. We ain't talking about the Vikings and Lions. We talking about the
Did
Vikings
he
and
not
the
just say
Rams.
that yesterday? Did
We're
he not
talking about
just
the
say the
Vikings and
Vikings
the
defense
Rams,
was
not the
all this,
Vikings
that, and
and the
yesterday?
Lions.
He did.
We're talking about, but hold on, D, because
So the Vikings don't have
pop
a
it out
better
real
defense
quick,
than the
D.
Lions?
Pop it out, D.
Yeah.
Was we talking about the Vikings and
Yo,
the Rams or the Vikings and the
answer my
Lions?
question. Does the
D,
Vikings not have a better defense
hold
than
on,
the
He can't
D,
Lions?
answer the
because D just
question.
co-signed. D, were we talking about the Vikings and the Rams or the Vikings and the
Oh
Lions?
my lord!
We talking about
Can you answer the question?
Who,
the
D?
Vikings and the Rams. Vikings and the
That's
Rams.
who we're talking about. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. Thank you.
The Vikings not have a better defense than the Detroit Lions.
On paper, yes.
I don't want to talk no more.
I
Go
know.
ahead.
It's crazy. See, that's why I didn't say nothing. I said no comment, and here we come bringing me back in the conversation. I said no comment for goddamn reason.
Because you said you left out Jared Goff for the reasons that you said, but you're not leaving off Sam Darnold. You agreeing
Sam
with
Donald get left off for the
You
same
talk
reason.
about sides.
They both got left off.
But you just but you
They
just
both got
agreed
left
with
off.
me
Yes or
saying
no?
that Sam
They
Darnold should
both
be
got
hurt.
left off my list. Yes or no? Okay. They both got left off the list.
Right.
Both of them. Both.
Who a better quarterback, Sam Darnold or Jared Goff?
Jared Goff.
Sam Donald.
Jay?
Sam
Why?
Donald.
Why?
Because
Why
his one
Sam
year
Darnold,
has
Jay?
just been spectacular. They had a
Sam
worse
Donald.
record, and you know the other guy has
Well,
the
I
best.
mean, shit. If you give Jared Goff, Adam
Here we
Gates,
go. Sam Darnold
and
ain't got.
Matt
Come
Nagy, we're gonna see how good Jared Goff really
on,
is.
dog.
Because if your coach comes to the
Who got
press
the better receiving core? Who has the better receiving core?
That
Stop,
was my
stop,
next
stop, stop.
point.
Put the
That was
trade
my
down. Who
next
got the
point.
better
That
receiving
was
core?
my next point.
I'm guessing. Hold on, I'm looking for Sam Donald.
Who has the better
I know you
receiving
gay.
core, like he
All right.
said?
Who got the
You
better
gay,
receiving
man.
core? In the time, come on, bro. What are we talking about? I know that's
He
how
can't.
that's how we
Adam
looking
Gates
at you
put
right
it.
now.
And that dude right there that was looking like I just was, that was
What does this
Sam
got to
Donald
do
first
with? What
coach.
does Adam
Come
Gates
on,
got to do
dog.
with now?
He went to the Jets. He went to the
Okay,
Jets. What are
okay.
you
So
talking
listen.
about?
Hold on. Time out.
Oh
Time out.
my
So listen to
lord,
this. So listen to
Jared
this.
Goff
D,
Jared
bringing
Goff.
the
why
Jets
does
back
the
to life at that time? No. Answer the
Listen,
question.
bro.
Lord?
Jared Goff
Oh
bringing the
my
Jets back.
god. You
Jared
going
Goff
We
bringing the
were
left,
Jets back.
bro.
talking about today, not yesterday.
I
Today.
left both of them off. Both of
But you
them.
say you. But you
We
just
just asked
agreed.
you a question.
Both of them have
You
had.
just said Sam Darnold was better
I did.
Yeah, you did.
How is
So
Jaden
why?
Daniels better than Jared Goff?
because of 1 year. Stop.
So hold on.
But
Hold the hell on.
anyway,
Hold the hell on. Stop the presses. So we can say we asked Jay, who Jay's list for the year.
oh my God.
And
Mm-hmm.
because
You're right.
Jaden Daniels
You're right.
had a great year, I can't say he number 5.
I didn't
So
say that.
Jared Goff
No,
better
no, no.
than
Dang. Come
Jared
I
on,
Goff
don't
better.
think.
You
dog.
I don't think they're
Come
saying
on.
that you
are
can't, Jay. I think
Sam
they want to
Darnold
know why.
versus Jared Goff.
Y'all asked me who my
We were
list
talking about
was
Sam
for
Darnold.
this year, and I put Jaden Daniels in that list the
We was
same
talking
way
about
I
Sam
put
Darnold, bro.
CJ Stroud in the list last year as a rookie
Sam Darnold or Jared Goff? Who is
I
better
told
and
you.
why?
He did say
I
he
told
did
you.
say Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
Why?
Decision
Why?
making. Decision making. Jared Goff doesn't have to
Okay.
make decisions.
So listen, why?
Jared Goff is in a Brock Purdy system. He does not have to make decisions. He doesn't.
So
Get
Sam
the ball to your
Darnold.
playmakers, be a point guard, dish it out, and it's over. He does
So
not
Hey,
have
Sam
to
hey,
make
Darnold doesn't
I
have
critical
to.
forgot
decisions.
America.
I'm done.
Minnesota
Bro.
don't have no playmakers. They don't have any playmakers.
I'm finna
They
mute
don't
myself.
have
I'm done.
like, bro.
Jared Goff ain't got
Besides
no
those,
playmakers. Jared Goff ain't got no playmakers. Jared Goff ain't got no
Who
playmakers.
has a better play? Who has a
Jared
who got
better
the better
Goff
decision
receiver
maker?
has
core, Jay?
no playmakers.
Vikings got the
Yo,
better.
you go left, you go right.
Answer the
Answer
question.
the question.
I
Answer the
the two
question.
receivers are the better. Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson are better
Okay,
receivers.
the tight end.
You said playmakers. Jared Goff has
Who
no
has a better
playmakers.
tight
No, I know. Playmakers and receivers are two different things now, right?
Running back's a playmaker. Jameer Gibbs, is he a playmaker? Yes or no? Is he a playmaker? Yes or
Aaron
no?
Jones not a playmaker?
You got
When
me.
they had
I know.
David Montgomery, he
Aaron
was a
Jones is a
playmaker. Yes or no?
scrub.
So Aaron Jones is a scrub. That's what
I
you
didn't
just
say
said.
that.
Are they
I didn't say
better?
that. See, y'all
Are
twisting
they
words.
better?
Y'all twisting words.
No, you don't know what coming out your mouth.
I do know what's coming out of my mouth.
If they got the better
If
receiver
you
core,
ask
the better
Jay
tight end.
and Jay tell you, don't get mad at what Jay said because you asked Jay, damn it. That's who you asked.
But you're not making sense though, bro. What you saying?
I'm not making
She
sense
at
to
5
you.
in the morning and she at
You're not
5 at
making
night.
I know.
Order though, give me Lamar, Pat, give me. I wanna
You
put
better
Joey B
say
on
Jared
there.
Goff and Sam Donald before they trip out. You better say them too. You better say
You
it.
just don't make any sense. That's it.
You
just
better
don't
say
make any
Jared Goff and Sam
Hey,
Donald before they
listen,
trip out.
sense.
I'm going off of this season performance though. This season
Um,
performance. So give me Pat, Lamar, give me Joey B. I
You
wanna
better say
also
Jared Goff.
throw
Lord have mercy. Hell, put Geno Smith in there too.
I should, ain't
He
it? But
got
no, I'm not
backup.
doing that. I'm not doing that.
What
Hell
we
no.
talking about, bro?
Go ahead and give me let me put Baker Mayfield on there because Baker Mayfield actually been doing some numbers this season.
Y'all
Yeah.
better jump down
Better
his throat. God,
than
not.
huh?
All right, bro. All right. This nigga put Baker Mayfield on the list. Ain't nobody said
Nah,
nothing. But
but
God
look,
forbid I put the rookie of the year on the list. Come on, bro.
Baker
listen, and
Mayfield
then
valid though, bro.
I know Baker
yeah.
Mayfield like that. I know. I'm sorry. Continue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, he put belt the ass to the Commanders tomorrow. You know, I'm just saying. Man.
Oh shit.
There you go. There it is.
Lying isn't good, yes. Capping is not.
And capping is not, like Jay said.
And I'm not capping when I said what I said. Jaden Daniels, number 5.
And
Yes,
on that
sir.
Like you, Captain. Bro.
you know,
I didn't
she
even
was
hear
a
the phone.
5 this morning, 5 at night.
If it's fourth quarter,
Juggins
if it's fourth quarter with 40 seconds on the clock, give me Jaden Daniels, god damn it.
Now I'm trying to eat with the niggas that last year I was starving with. I know I'm finna blow, cause I got my heart in this. If you not with me, then you are against me, and I'm going hard in this.